Welcome back to Ranger Rift today, and today we are talking about How to Train Your Dragon number 1. So, I wanted to talk about this movie because the new one is coming out, the live action version, and everybody has an opinion on it, so I'm not even going to delve into that. But I do want to take a look back at the original and see what made this franchise so good and why so many people love it.
We're dead. Whoa. Where do you think you're going?
This came out during a time when DreamWorks was just going so hard on their movies.
Just a little peck, a smooch like you're kissing your sister. DreamWorks
will win the state of Alabama.
I remember as a kid, my movie choices were slim, so it was between this and like WALL-E. And being a kid, WALL-E was not cool. Pixar was not cool as a kid. It was this or Ratatouille.
Ratatouille? It's a peasant dish. Are you
It sucks, man.
And my kid brain loves dragons and fighting, so this was awesome compared to that. Every little kid I know loves watching this movie repeatedly. It's one of their top 5 favorite movies, and for good reason. This is an awesome movie for kids, and an awesome movie for everybody. One thing that everyone can appreciate about this is the soundtrack. It goes so hard, like unnecessarily. DreamWorks had been known for good soundtracks, but everybody I know loves this soundtrack.
It's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there, Tia.
And this movie is pretty funny.
Trolls exist. They steal your socks, but only the left ones.
Also, there's the breastplate line.
Your mother would have wanted you to have it. It's half of her breastplate.
What did he say?
What is that about, guys? You gotta hide these jokes, these adult jokes better than that. And there's just subtle jokes that I always forget, just because they're not even words. They're just like simple things, like Hiccup fainting. One comment that I do hear from a lot of people is that this movie is super dark.
He's sleeping.
People die here. Dragons die. Violent things are constantly happening and talked about.
Just wait till you spill a nadder's guts for the first time and mount your first grunkle head on a spear.
This is based off a children's book. It's cool to see a movie take very adult tones and make them edible for all ages. It's using a lot of mature themes and it's going about it in a mature way.
Burns its victims, buries its victims, chokes its victims, turns its victims inside out.
There's a little pee coming out of me right now.
And it's just enjoyable as a kid to see action and violence and this and that. That's why I loved it as a kid.
The only hope is the sweet relief of death.
I wish we'd get to see more of this type of stuff in DreamWorks. I love it when anybody says, "Become one of us."
Today, he becomes one of us!
Just because the sidemen do a, here's the video. And
Vitiligo stuff. Yeah.
Is that a Michael Jackson thing?
The mic, yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hands.
Since when?
He becomes one of us!
every time they say in the movie, you'll think of this now. We have a simple lesson here of just developing courage from Hiccup and being his own person and being his own individual. And this is a lesson that's taught a lot. It's nothing new. We see this a lot, especially at this time. Jay Baruchel, I think that's how I say his name. He's known for doing movies like this.
Oh, I love jelly beans. Can I please?
No, you can't have it!
He plays the same character every time who needs to develop courage and be his own person and not be like everybody else. He does this in every movie. So it's not a new concept or a new lesson, but they do it perfectly here. And they do it in a fresh, new way to bring this same lesson we've seen before, but for a new audience. And it doesn't do it in an easy Dora Explorer kind of way where it's pretty obvious.
Can you say delicioso?
All of the antagonists have pretty good points, and it's not an easy decision for anybody. This helps everyone to relate to Hiccup, no matter what your age is.
I wouldn't kill him because he looked as frightened as I was. I looked at him, and I saw myself.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The actors in this are pretty good. Some of them are okay. The two that definitely do stand out are definitely Gerard Butler and Craig Ferguson, as they are basically the only two Scottish actors here. They kill it.
So many years of the worst Viking Burke has ever seen. Odin, it was rough.
Every line and monologue thing that they say is near perfect, and I love their characters.
All hell is gonna break loose.
And my undies. Good thing I brought extras.
No matter.
This is kind of nitpicky, but just something I was thinking about is I kind of wish the rest of the actors for this would have been Scottish. They're not really, they're just a bunch of Americans, which is fine, but I feel like if they were Scottish, they might be able to nail the characters a little bit more. It'd be interesting to see how this would have looked if they were all Scottish actors, but they do a good job. I guess I'm just kind of tired of Jonah Hill and TJ Miller.
Hiccup already killed a Night Fury, so does that disqualify him, or?
Okay. For the most part, all the rest of the actors do a great job. The cinematography is amazing. The shots are awesome. Everything looks great. The one criticism is some of these shots just haven't aged well. And that comes with time. That's totally fine. And this is a weird one, but the pacing's really good. I'm looking at this thing the entire time. I'm never getting bored. As well, this movie does have good writers. This is easily seen from the fact that Toothless loses a tail, right? And at the end of the movie, Hiccup loses a foot. By the end of the story, they both lose a limb. And it's like, it rhymes. It's poetry.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
The first dragon that tries to kill him is the one that he has to kill in the ring. It's the same dragon. And there's a lot of things like this throughout the movie where they redo things. This shows that this movie does have good writers and that they're paying attention to the tiny details of stuff that even we wouldn't notice. And that's really cool to see. And everything is just done very clever. Constantly throughout the movie, I'm wondering how Hiccup or these people are going to get out of the situation. Like at the very end, I have no idea how this little dragon is going to beat the big dragon. I literally cannot think of how this is going to work out in my mind. But somehow it does. That keeps me engaged throughout the entire movie. I appreciate the Viking world that's created here. They put a lot of work into the details of this world. From the dragons, to Burke itself, the locations, the little details of what they do as a people. Everything has like a cool name like Night Fury and a backstory.
Timberjack. This gigantic creature has razor-sharp wings that can slice through full-grown trees. Kill on sight.
It's super cool and fleshed out, and it really invests you into this world.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
That's what makes a good franchise and a good series. And this is really the movie that kicked off all of the How to Train Your Dragon shows and other movies and toys and this and that. So it's a big deal. Back in the day, I don't think we realized what a big deal it was. So in all, I really don't have any criticisms here, except for kind of what I said about just some of this just not holding up well due to animation. It's a really good movie with a really good lesson. There's a reason it's getting a live action adaptation. People love this franchise. It's really good stuff. If I had to rate this movie out of 10, I would have to give it an 8.8 out of 10. It's a great time. It's funny. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I feel like at the end of the day, you walk out of it with a smile on your face. Anybody can. And that's hard to do with movies. So it's super cool and impressive. I am excited for the new live action movie solely because a lot of the team from the original movies will be helping to make this one. But I'm also a little worried because we've seen how live action movies can flop.
It's a human. Brother,
I just hope that when it does come out that they will have learned and really appreciated the stuff from the originals. This movie is amazing and it definitely does deserve a live action adaptation. We will see if that does it justice though. I think that's all I got for this movie. We'll talk about How to Train Your Dragon 2 next week. I like talking about this one a lot more, okay? It's a good one. They take it up a notch in this next one. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Please like and subscribe. It truly does help out the channel. And until next week.
You're not a Viking. You're not my son.
That's not cool, man.
That is really insensitive.